Hello and welcome to PNC News. My name is Leslie Fairkaker and I'm back like not your father. In today's news, South African boy band AfriForum is in America on their self-victimization tour. Their set list includes The Stem, Who Let the Police Dogs Out, Propaganda, and the Farmers Remix, Propaganda Ganda. Those are just a few songs you can catch on the album. Now that's what I call Apartheid 1948. It's K-pop, and I'm not going to tell you what the K stands for, but AfriForum are performing it live in America to racist applause with no changes because they're against redress. They on America's stages screaming they want their own homeland and all the races are going wild for the group. Areas Act. AfriForum are keeping the apartheid flag flying high because they can't stand the new kids on the block. I'm surprised they didn't take the Kiffness as their opening act. How can you be in Africa but you want a West life? No, bruh. This is Black Street.
Contains details of what the delegation called the wide scope of discriminatory racial legislation in South Africa. Dr. Dirk Herman of Solidarity insisted the current rupture in US-South Africa relations is not just a minor diplomatic understanding, but a diplomatic crisis that he says has been caused by the ANC.
AfriForum are on a jagged edge. They in America telling podcasters they want to preserve the language they stole. They even demonizing Nelson Mandela, the one South African who forgave them. Mandela doing the long turn to freedom in his grave. And I don't know if they is the proper pronoun because AfriForum is clearly against transition. The only trans they want is Transvaal. And in other news, the South Africa comedy industry mourns the death of our brother Ebenhaezer Dibekwane. Eb was the comedian's comedian. How can someone who spread so much light find themselves in such a dark place? It's not fair. Ebenhaezer's presence was always felt, and so will his absence. To know Ebenhaezer is to love him, a vulnerable, honest soul whose catchphrase was, "I'm not okay." Sorry you were not okay, my brother, and I'm sorry life didn't do enough to make it okay. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. South Africa has the highest suicide rate in Africa. Africa has higher rates of suicide than any other continent. If you or someone you know struggles with depression, feeling suicidal, or talking about ending their life, speak to a mental health professional. Sure. That's it from us at PNC News. My name is Leslie Fairkaker. Fuck depression.
We were at this party, and all along, now I'm thinking we are just groovy. Little influence. I know I might be short and everything, so I'm a big creator, and I made this industry and I've been here. But why are people fighting for sections? That party, the entrance was 50 rands. I paid 100 rands. They didn't give me my change, but you had me speaking because I'm not a little influencer, man. Everyone, I'm telling you, everyone was there. But one thing that was painful was the fact that people got touched. Why are you being touched about party? Like, for example, you remember when I was with you and all those people were there and I'm like, no, guys, not pictures right now. I'm chilling because I know it's not that deep. They bent me at the party, the Habli. Look, you can touch. You see, and it was so difficult. But you won't hear me speaking about this. I'm seeing things that I'm not being supposed to be seeing. I'm telling you. It was so insane. Even Bruce was there. They didn't even speak about him. Imagine that party. Every time Bruce, we have to talk about Bruce. But that day, no one spoke about Bruce. No. Listen to my feelings. No one spoke about Bruce. Do you understand how big this matter can be? For example, Sima was not even there, but they complained about her stealing a section. I'm telling you. So, dealing with content creators, I might be dealing with you because sometimes that's why Lasisi doesn't go out anymore. It's because of such things. You're gonna talk about me. I'm little now. You know? But everyone is entitled to their opinions, so you can speak. Once people see couches these days and mics, it's insane. Yeah, man. But I have followers. I have ticks. I don't say anything. And you plug these people. You are like, no, I can collaborate with you. I can do this with you. But it's a problem. That's why I told you. You said you want to be a content creator. It's difficult. Not as easy. Everything can be a topic. The other day, Farieda was a topic and spreading humors. Imagine what's on your mind, Farieda. Yeah. Nothing is awkward these days. Nothing is awkward these days. People just do things. You know? Bro, even I'm telling you, it's
You know the people who do that on Pornhub?
What?
In the comments. Like find a random video with a girl and just go, Maria, why are you doing this? Your family is worried about you.
Your family.
But I don't think they know the people personally. They just say it for vibes. Like, Maria, why are you doing? Your father's worried sick.
When obese come, what fish is.
Yeah.
Do you know there was some, I'm going to paraphrase, but there was some video that I watched where they were talking about like thumbnails and things that capture your mind. They were like, you'll have the same video, but it depends on how it's labeled that draws you in. So people like saying, oh, it's not about the storyline. It's not about the storyline. I just want to see. But it's actually the storyline that makes you watch.
And brings you in.
Yes. Because if they just go, white man, white female, doing the things. Then you go, nah. Then they go, stepbrother meets stepsister. Oh.
Why is it so sadistic?
Same video.
Same video.
But of course, we are talking about gym videos. Talking about health and wealth. Cheese boys, cheese girls, and the cheese babies.
Yes.
Welcome to another episode of PNC. People in need of comedy.
Yeah.
Before we kick off the episode, ladies and gentlemen, it's only tradition and fitting to introduce the man to the furthest on the right. The legend himself. Dressed like Bruno Mars before the fame. Barkena Tony Mountuana. Say hello to my little friend. Kiena o barke paperback. Kashet Yako dance Lidikako tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, rocking a gold chain Yamsefu. Please put your digital hands together. Help us welcome a farmer, a father, and someone who had a visa this weekend. Tsitsi Chiumya, the barbaric. Sitting next to him, dressed like one of the people Will Smith hunts on Men in Black. Ladies and gentlemen.
Those aliens, what's up? And I've never seen this. And also a little. No, it's a.
What do you want?
Yeah.
Rocking Jay-Z Ogaring candy floss that was inherited, and obviously a spy costume Karitlaku the inflated. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your digital hands together. Welcome the one and only Pharoahfi to the feast. In the back in black, rocking at Delela, because what Delela? Ladies and gentlemen, a man who has recently left his last abode and has moved into a new place of his own. But a landlord.
Yeah.
But a good color is Katulo Sam. Or in English, my shoe makes the noise. Ladies and gentlemen, a man whose shoes are now have sound effects. Chandre And ladies and gentlemen, a chief mourner. Yeah. We'll have a moment of silence. Ladies and gentlemen, a man who used to be a criminal a friend, a brother. Now he's just an other. Please put your digital hands together with a bit of sadness for Thabiso. Ciao.
And on another note, Munna it's at the Buff and Shine, a man with a hairline, but if you look closely, it's going away.
On the side.
On the side, yeah, no.
Lopsided.
Yeah, his scalp is exposed. Scalp. Yeah, no, Munna wa me no I 700. Pop-ups, Modikoane. Scalp reminds me of what Tsitsi said when we left his house this weekend. So we're like, why are you driving out? He says, bro, I'm going to Port Diesel. I found this other depot. We're like, we didn't hear him when the cars. We were like, what did you find? Hey, bruh, they sell diesel 3 rand cheaper at this diesel depot. Diesel what? Depot.
Why is the word there if we mustn't talk about it?
It's a French word.
Depot. The word must be there for
environment.
Hey, guys, this podcast, I just want to announce, right? It's being shot after lunch. And we bought our own lunch, but we had free lunch elsewhere.
Yo.
But the conglomerate refused to eat.
No.
Because the lunch that was there was done by none other than Tallassmo, and people didn't feel safe eating it. Yes.
No, as a fact check.
Yeah, people were like, we don't want to eat there because he came there with his, but he was wearing Sangoma stuff, and we're like, Chef ya Sangoma.
Wow.
For real.
And the funny thing is, you will finish.
The weirdest guy is with Mphuthi. Yeah, bro. Even right now, he's going to threaten one of us. He's going to shy. And he can't threaten someone with a lisp,
Oh no, you're rude.
Bro, the weirdest thing just happened right now. No, I'm sorry. I've had this on my heart the whole day, bro.
Yeah.
We were shooting a random guy conversation, right?
Yes.
And we were with the network and everybody was there. So we're shooting a random guy conversation and Oscar Mutla was there, right? Apparently there's a WhatsApp group with just comedians and they had like, a bit of... there was something that happened in the house, but yes,
Oscar's here.
Yeah,
Thabiso's here.
Yes,
Members of the group.
Yeah, so let's find out exactly. Before we interject and talk about what happened, because we found ourselves in a sketch that started as a sketch and didn't necessarily end as a sketch.
Yeah.
Thabiso, give us a background of where this began.
Okay, so...
No. It's still money.
Okay, so here's the thing. So the bros were complaining, right? About... They had grievances about finances and not being paid and whatnot.
You're speaking in English.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
bruh,
yes.
Don't be afraid, bro. Please talk, bro.
I'm not afraid because I'm speaking English, bro.
Going around the corners.
Yeah, but you're saying it in a different language.
Yeah, and people are angry.
Yeah, you're just changing the language.
Yeah, but you said finances.
Finances, yes.
Finances,
yes.
It's too complicated. Just say it. Yeah, the thing as it is.
What is that? I'm explaining the group first.
Yes, explain.
Yes. So the bros were complaining. So Oscar had an issue with how Tallassmo was handling his situation about not paying him. And then also Smokey and Kgotatso, but it kept on building up. Ngoba also was involved. And then Ngoba took it to even Facebook, where even Chris Forrest was even saying, also complaining about the same things.
That he also didn't get payment.
Yeah, about money. But Chris was basically saying it's been happening for years. This is not a new thing. But this was on Facebook.
Guys.
So in the group, there's a group there. There's a group there, ne?
Yeah.
Where
What's
that's
the name
why they
of
were
the group?
complaining. Huh?
What's the name of the group?
Comics group.
It's called Ndunas of
non-payment.
Comedy.
It's called Ndunas of Comedy.
Yeah.
Ndunas of Comedy. And who's in there? Who's a Nduna of
All the
Comedy?
people that are not paid are there.
Yes. The Ndunas are not being paid. The Ndunas.
They're not respected.
No, the Ndunas are not being paid.
These Ndunas are not real Ndunas.
You know
bruh.
what's going on? It's spiritual warfare. Like in there.
No, but even these Ndunas are not real Ndunas because they were all complaining then. Then I was like,
And
okay.
this is from one person. It's not like a group where people who don't get paid complain. This is designed aimed at one person.
No, it was aimed at
Mo.
Tallassmo.
Okay.
Yeah, it was aimed at
Support
Tallassmo. So I made a suggestion with add the brew in the group so that, you guys can
Away.
air it
So
out.
you
and
started
talk.
a group.
I didn't start the group. I didn't start the group. The group started a long time ago.
Okay.
It was a group where basically Venek comedians were like trying to tap into what the other side of comedy is doing. So it's for comedians to all be able to come together and talk about comedy stuff. Like when we're saying we need our own awards, or when we're saying these people are not being fair and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I say add the brew in the group so that it doesn't feel like we are gossiping. So you guys can talk and whatever. And then I think Mbali added Monges in the group. But now the Ndunas don't want to talk.
So ever since they added, so before they added Tallassmo, they were saying,
Everyone
this guy
was
owes me
saying
money, this guy owes me money, this guy owes me.
Everyone was
Then when they added Mo,
now everyone
silence
is
in the
quiet. So I go, I'm not going to sit for this. So I decided, no, we can't.
Early in the year, I said I don't believe in witchcraft. The way that thing happened was insane, and obviously we're gonna show. Yeah,
we're going to get there. Yes,
Yeah, but
finish your thought.
basically, I was like, no, man, we can't just keep quiet like this. So I tagged him in the group and I broke it down with the Grootman. Basically, this is what's happening. People have issues with how you are handling paying them or not paying them. And also how you are handling the situations when they talk to you about this. Can we have a conversation about it? And then this is now where he said nothing but Oscar. This is where you can come in and tell your story.
Okay, so we've got Oscar Muhle, also a non-payee. Has the money reflected in your account yet, Oscar?
No.
Oscar, walk us through what. You're saying it will never.
Yeah, it will never.
Wow.
Tallassmo is a scam. the biggest scam that ever happened in the Sangoma industry, in the Christian industry, and in the comedy industry. I see him preaching every week on whatever church where he's preaching, wearing church stuff. See him doing Sangoma. He's just a scam. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tallassmo owes me money.
How much money? Let's not focus on the
Let me
amount.
break it down.
Yes.
So
Is it from just one show?
No, 2 shows. So here's the thing. I went to his restaurant. When I got there was an open mic. But that open mic was a competition. That if you win, you'll win a spot for that nonsense he's busy touring with called Krotman Comedy, what. I went to that thing, I opened that show. He promised me 1.5. After performing, one of the clients came and said, "Bra, you were so funny. I want to give you a tip." Took me to the ATM, gave me 500. And Tallassmo sees what's happening. Then he said, since that guy gave you 500, I said, I will top it up. Here's another 500. When I get home, I'm like, I got a tip, but still, this money does not add up to the deal that we agreed on.
Yeah.
I gave his manager a call. She said, I didn't know he didn't pay you full amount. Then he said, no, I'll pay you. Then he gave me a call saying, I have another gig. The name of that gig was Why Uzonda Merchants. And to his mind,
Why? Who's on number 10? Why?
This story is gonna come full second.
Why?
Why Uzonda Merchants?
and I think we all know he was
That's a brilliant
addressing
name,
he was addressing that to who? Ne? though maybe we must have another show why Europa Machens. So
Why photograph my chance?
yes.
Malukutas can sing the hook.
So he calls me and said, okay, now for Uzonda Machens, I know I owe you a 500 to him, to me, which is 1,000 rand.
Yes.
But it's fine. He said, so you know what? Come. I'm like, no, I have a gig on that day with Tsepo Setosa at Carnival City. He's like, no, come, you'll open here and drive to Carnival City. I'll give you your money, cash. Come here, take your 3.5, and then I'll give you that 500 that I owe you. That's your 4,000 rand cash. Then you go. Went there, man. I performed. Another client tipped me, but in secret now. He didn't see that one.
So you had to tell the client.
Yeah, so I didn't tell him that, I got another tip. Hey, it's Pela, he'll edit on his bill. So,
And it'll end up being 100 rand.
and then he's like to me, yo, man, that, hey, that was funny, blah, blah. And then, you know what? Check your phone. I'm like, okay. Then he has this guy he's driving with now. I don't know if he's Chinese or what, but he look white, but not our white.
He's in the middle.
Yeah, he's in the middle. That guy, the scam runs like this. He makes that guy walks you to your car. In your mind, you think that guy is going to pay you. He's not. He's just going to say bye-bye. You're like, then why do you accompany me? Then now I'm in the car, I drive, I keep on checking my phone, nothing. Tomorrow morning, I text him, money. Hi, you know what, Oscar? So I get a manje before 12. Then it's 12. First day, the whole week gone. Hey, Tallassmo. Hi, you know what? I'm banking. La Parada didn't pay. La Parada this. And then boom, boom, boom. Still today, no money. When you
How
call
long
him,
ago were these gigs that you did? The last one, when was it? How long ago?
It's 3 weeks now. Yeah, it's 3 weeks now.
So for 3 weeks, Mo's been saying to you,
Yeah, every
check your
day.
phone, check your phone, check
Now
your
he
phone.
doesn't even take calls. Yeah, he blue ticks you. And what I hate about him is that whenever he meets you, he wants to talk bad about people. Like, yo, these people have been fucking you around. I'm here to change the game. Even you, Mpho, he said something about you.
No.
To me.
Hey, Oscar.
To you. Yes.
What did he say?
He saw a video. Remember that video I was cutting your hair?
yes.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I love what you're doing with Mpho, but I can see you're not happy there.
Oh.
I was like, this sangoma now is he's crossing boundaries now. Yeah, Oscar, you're big now. You must not do. I can see you're not happy. I can see through you. You're not happy. Every time I see you are going with Skumba, I know he's not paying you enough. And guess what? Skumba is paying me more money than anyone have ever paid me in Kuwait.
Wow.
And this one, the one who's a saint, is not paying me. Actually, today what happened, it was just a miracle. I'm happy that he appeared while we were shooting.
He did appear out of nowhere.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We must see the thing first. Yeah, let's see the thing.
Can we do it now so that people can just see what happened?
Yes.
And remember, when this video starts, we were shooting this thing as a random guy conversation.
Yes.
We had no idea what was about to happen.
But someone said that name 3 times.
Yes. Let's say 3 times to link to the video.
What?
Tallassmo.
This game is fucked up. Especially if you don't know English, you'll suffer. Yeah. Kurna vela li comedy kinano itlohela. Muna sale wa struggle ka chelete ya rent. Then celebrity lu fonele le ri exec na le gig ko la parada. Ke tla ufa 3,000. O ro I check I cover rent ya ka ke 800 ke na back room Tembisa krawa this one ke tla reka le grocery o fitle da motho o fele botlolo la genie la ya cheap not even Hennessy bra how fetsa tsenza o patela you must check your phone kurna I can understand and why it's rena ke sangoma ke wena o tla mo tshaba because yena ke sangoma and yena o na le dichomi tsa di-podcast ke bo MacG ba mo hitsa mola o tla bolela nonsense ya di-comedians tse dingwe hape wa itse gore nonsense ke yena yeah ana o jiteka le botsa bo botle ke re Tallassmo ke scam ke khale ke tshaba o bolela Tallassmo o tla o bitsa never pays you I'll phone every day ya kena no ka 12 kuri bona comedy ne wa bra na ka understand kuri damana ke why ya buile fe because we were fine without him but fade declaring ke rena ra twasa rena ke so it's fine and bra sky re thokoza kuri one head how re nka re ditlo tsetsa tsa go thokoza you understand and guys some of you kro wa le kolota mo batla mo cha le chava sangoma and ka mo ke mo root kuri this thing is confusing now it's rapele or ndumbeni because damane o tla attack both sides one side yeah but what I'm trying to say kuri Tallassmo one kolot 3.5 ampa dem and guys o rano mpatel but it's fine ke rena ke mo changa because ke muchangane ke tla reng and na ke up and coming and na MacG anke tsa ke MacG ana cell phone number yaka because le na go ke tla ya mo go bolela gore le di comedians tsa bolelang ka tsona damane gore di sa respond because ke itse gore nonsense ke yena you understand not to rabana number ya MacG but ba bona gore is not worth it but now is worth it ka nyaka chelete yaka and ga itse pops ke Chiumya how ke kopela chelete yaka aga patala rent this month
ang patala
ang patalang rutma
phone ya go manje wena thabis usingena phi indaba zami
angazingeni mina ngikhulumisa
explain nina for
ngithi khulumani
uma supervisor comedy la eMzansi awusekunama management engazi ngawo
Tallassmo unamanga kangibhadalanga
yasini
angibhadalanga
number 1 ngibhadalanga Capitec because it just disturbs the flow of my FNB private
it's always like that angeke ingene even tomorrow ningicheck angeke ingene
beki e-wallet yakho do *120*277 hash you see how much is on your phone
I'll be wasting time Tallassmo
akangibhadalanga 5 already
ungolota 3
so 1,500 plus 2,005 is how much? They are not giving you a bonus. Thank you.
Tallassmo was ukukhuluma ikhonekta ikhuluma 1.5 2.5 ngambona udlala ubusangoma manje
1.5 plus 2.5 is how much? Maybe somebody knows maths better than me here.
That's the thing with Tallassmo, he knows how to talk but akabhadalanga
angibhadalanga namanje okayithola imali yakho
I can get na iphone yami
okay wazana
ngabe kungeni SMS
notification again and then ubuye umtshela ukuthi wena uke wangibhukha nini or uke wabhukha ubani la wakhaba and pay them the amount I paid you. That's another thing when you're no smoke. You guys can complain quick but you've never done anything for the game that makes that book me or book
Chabizo ngimbhadale 10k
for him
Tsitsi ngimbhadale 9k for club key so if you want to your argument is wrong.
That means that you've done well. You understand?
The argument pay people that you owe. That's it. Don't try to be a principal of comedy.
I paid everybody deposits. I paid everyone deposits. And I told you guys that I'm using a client. You have to wait for Labrada to pay the balance.
He's lying.
I'm lying.
Yes.
I'm lying.
Yes, you're lying.
And another thing is this. Let me tell you what happened. This nigga came for an open mic session at MacG, right? One of my patrons tipped him 500 rand. And I said to my patron, as a matter of fact, I'm going to match your tip and pay him another 500 to make it 1,005.
So if you book me, you're supposed to pay me 2,000 and the client tip me 500. You can't get the payment.
It's not a payment.
Doing.
I said to him that what my client... I said, no.
And it's still telling short. I have felt.
It's short like guy.
Yeah. It's awkward. Because Tallassmo people.
You must watch your mouth, Oscar.
I'm watching it.
I paid you already.
No. You can't just come here and say you paid me.
Check your account. Check your cell phone. I don't owe you shit.
This guy is intimidating me, man. Here's my phone. There's nothing.
No, it's happening right now. It's happening in real time.
Show me. Where is that? Here's my phone. Yes. And even like iPhone 16, I'll not regret today.
I didn't pay you with Capitec. So number one, wait again. Account how to an Yes, sis.
Where is he? The number that you have, which is my number.
Let's go.
Yo, this is
real
drama, bro. Yeah. And if you look at the faces in this video properly, you'll scan that some people are starting to realize, this went from sketch to reality very quickly.
Yo, but this brewer is always like this. Bro, I'm going to tell you the story now. I used to have a gig in Bramfontein.
Yes.
What's that place's name? Homecoming.
It used to be, it's right across Kitchener's.
Yes.
Kitchener's, it's right across Kitchener's, right across the KFC now. Drama.
Yes, it's opposite Drama. That guy from that place. Bro, we had a show there. I book Tallassmo, I book Svisonene, and I book Summary. This is a fire lineup, right? I booked the show. I'm like, hey, this is the thing, bro. Poster comes out. Now, you know how people pose on a poster. If you pose, it depends on where you're going to be on the poster because of the way you pose so that the graphic designer can place you. Anyway, problem is the graphic designer placed Tallassmo on the left. And he put Summary in the middle. I think there's nothing wrong. And Svisonene. Dude, I get a call from this man, bro. This man says, Chandre, I'm not happy, bro. I'm like, bro, did you get the deposit? He's like, yeah, the money's in. That's fine.
That's not the problem.
I have a bigger problem. I'm like, yo, what happened, bro? Are you okay? He said, bro, I'm not in the middle of the poster.
Oh, my goodness.
I cannot be on a show where I am not in the middle of the poster.
Oh, Shanrei.
I'm like, what, bro? I'm like, I get so deflated, ne? I'm like, how the hell are you complaining about being in the middle of the poster? Worry about the jokes. Because you're still gonna like,
come to think of it, I should be in the middle of this podcast.
You just started coming.
Yeah, you just arrived. You more center, middle center.
That's okay. That's fine.
It's like a child, bro. A child thinks like that.
We're living in social media times. Can your following fit in mine? Yes, it can.
You have less followers than Tabi. So stolen photo.
I know everyone has more followers than Tabi.
Okay,
go follow Tabi. Let's.
Do you know what David Gow once said to me? Because this used to also happen back in our days. And David Gow, when we tell him the story, this guy hasn't paid me. Hey, what? Oh, damn. So it's Tolas the new Kiriboni.
Yeah.
So back in the day when we were having these, sorry, and Oscar is the new Pops. But he doesn't look happy there.
Yeah, cutting hair.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah. Bruh, so David said to me, because we had been complaining, this one hasn't paid me, this one. And David said to me, he said, bruh, you guys are knocking each other with a couple of hundreds or a few thousands. What's going to happen when you start making real money? Bro, are you guys going to what are you going to do then? When you're working with millions?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
If you're already chowing people here, katitawa.
And also for me, it's like when you realize you can't be in those situations with people like that. You know, like Bro, there's some things that are supposed to be like, bro, you know, this Oscar lives in Hammanskraal. This man lives 2 toll gates and real toll gates, not the Enedale one. No. Real toll gates with real like fees.
50 something.
Yeah, this guy pays entrance fee to come perform.
Bro, this whole story has like a lot of drama and suspense and bro, it's
Cliffhangers.
Bro, it's like bro. It's like watching Paradise. Yes.
Nah. Twist, bro.
Yesterday,
And
bro.
with every second.
Yo.
Yeah, if you guys watch, especially now that Disney Plus has like a special on where you can get like for 3 months, you can watch Disney Plus for like 59 rand a month.
I'm on that one.
49.
49 for 3 months.
Yeah,
That's beautiful, yo.
I'm on that one.
Because I finished Paradise.
You finished it. I feel like Oscar is our Xavier.
Yeah.
He's a good
He's the hero, bro.
He's trying to find the money.
Where did the cash go?
And he's got the lips.
Oscar does look like if Xavier Collins keep the gym for like 4 years.
And you know how, he's got Xavier's lips because you can tell the way he pronounces where Tallassmo is a sky. You're like, this is a hard-working mouth.
Yeah.
No, bro, but Xavier's a talented actor, bro. You know the thing about Paradise, bro? Sometimes you watch that show, you think, oh, we're watching like a thriller. Then it changes. All of a sudden, you're like, man, this has got a bit of sci-fi, what. Then there's mystery to it. Then there's like romance, and then it's for me. I feel like it's a lot of shows in one, and that's what makes it so like unpredictable, bro. Like all 8 episodes, 8 episodes, ne? Yep. For me, all 8 episodes felt like a different type of genre.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like for me, I watched the first episode and I was thinking, oh, this thing is about the killing of this president and finding out what's going on. Then after a while, you're like, oh, I don't even care about that president anymore.
Bro, I don't even remember. Because like every second episode, there is the writers were like going ham on this thing.
Yeah.
Like every 2 episodes.
I think it was well written.
It was
well written, bro.
When you think you've gotten the person or the perpetrator, it's not who you think it is. It's never the person you think it is. You think you've solved a part, they move on, they go, leave me there.
Bro, now you're suspecting people you used to trust.
Because they're like, you have a different...
I mean, like one of the biggest reveals was, I didn't know that Sinatra the whole time is shady.
Yo, bro. Sinatra is evilly shady.
Yes.
You know what's crazy about Sinatra? She loses a child, right?
Yes.
She loses a child, so you feel sorry for her, and you feel like she's doing this to protect humanity. Then you're like, nah, she's the number one kalakoon, dog.
Number one rooster.
But you gotta give it up, bro. Sterling Brown.
World-class
acting, bro.
World-class actor.
You know someone's doing the job when you're calling his name during the show. Save my save. Potato boy.
I can't tell you how many times I said, every time I saw a scene of him like just talking about duty and thing, I'm like, oh, Sterling.
Yeah.
You believe it.
You know what's so cool? The part where he walks up to the window. The first time he's on to Sinatra. And then he's just waiting for her to see him. And then when he sees, then the writing on the sky happens. And it doesn't do anything. It doesn't run. It just stands there and it looks. And you're like, yo, this guy is a killer.
Yeah.
Bro, this guy is cool.
Guys, okay, look, I know we're praising Mr. Stellings, and he was phenomenal, right? I think he killed his performance. Emmy Award for sure. Can we discuss the president, though?
So charismatic.
Because the president dies early in the show, but obviously the show recaps everything. And that guy, and when I think about it, him and Xavier's scenes were so powerful, bro. Because he had to like tell him hard truths.
Yes.
Bro. Like, let's not telling him. Yes, bro.
Because it's also like most relationships that we envy. We envy those relationships because we want relationships like that where someone can just be honest with you from the beginning and be like, hey, this is how it goes.
And you know what? I know we're tiptoeing because we don't want to give too much away. Farida's only on episode 6.
I know.
So all I'm just going to say is, guys, it's 49 rand a month. Wi-Fi
No. When you watch that show and you miss a part, if you lose it, it's not going to make sense. I keep having to go back because I'm like, this is boring. Can't in the boring part, something's going to go down.
You have to watch out for the finale.
No, Farida lives in the south.
There's nothing wrong with that.
The finale is going to blow
there's no plus.
mind. For real. Farida, the finale, you won't believe it.
Okay, I'm gonna. I need to.
Because we don't want to say who we suspect fully of killing the president.
I have my suspicions, but.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But whatever.
All those suspicions you have,
they're wrong.
I can tell you for free now, they are wrong.
Oh my gosh.
At the end of that show, you're going to say, Marwa was on my chair.
Why? Why was on my chair?
But how do you... I know you want to talk about performances there, but who do you think, from all of you here, for you, who was the best actor on the show?
Look, I know we all want to say Malome Sterling, but I say the president rocked.
There we go.
I say the dead child.
The dead child.
Wow.
What?
He died so nicely. Like that.
So nice.
Because it's not a real dead child.
Played dead really well.
For a child to die, you have to care about the child. And there's certain children where you're like,
Don't care about you.
that one was a good acting child. He did a nice death.
Sinatra, only because when we see her as like this very staunch steel woman with no expression, and then they take us back and you see her when she had softened up, when she was still. So you kind of
before
wonder.
something died.
Yeah, when she died when her child died.
Yes, she died.
There we go.
And Sinatra was born. Damn, man.
She wasn't Sam anymore.
Justice. For me, it was definitely Sterling. But what I loved about the Sterling character, Xavier, was that his father, where he got ill and then he still decided to fly planes.
Yeah.
After he could put everyone's, and I've experienced that thing in my life where someone had to leave something because of an illness and something that they really loved, and I could see the light just switch off in their eyes. So that one really got to me. So it's between the father, Xavier's father, and
did you see an illness take over?
One of my uncles, where there's something that he loved to do, and because of an illness he couldn't do it anymore.
What is that thing? Because it sounds like
it sounds like it's girls, and because he got surgery, gave it up.
So
what is
my uncle? One of my uncles used to be a train driver, and he enjoyed.
Used to be a crane driver.
Train driver. And he loved driving trains. And then his eyes just got so bad that he just couldn't do it anymore.
Oh no!
But he doesn't need to see them.
No, you do. You need to see what you do.
You drive with the train or what?
You drive a train
You're
telling me those train guys are off-ramping and indicator. Trains don't have indicators.
You are in charge of the brakes and accelerator and...
You can brake when you have
you have to be able to feel.
Okay, so he was passionate about trains, and
then he just couldn't do it because of his sickness.
That is horrible, man.
That his eyes get weaker and weaker and weaker.
What's his name?
James.
Hare Malumi James.
Yeah.
You won't see this coming, but Hare.
Oh my goodness. He couldn't even let it simmer.
Wow.
He couldn't even
I think we need to put hands on Tsitsi and pray. We don't need
this behavior.
Need a Tallassmo.
He should have
Bro, you know what I think? I don't, hey bro, me, I'm a positive guy, bro. I like positivity. Yeah.
What kind of positive?
You know, like the type that will forgive Denise Zimba's husband.
Yeah.
But also,
no, guys, no. Farieda, is that forgivable?
It's not forgivable, to be honest. I don't think it is. You're in my face. You're with my best friend. I say I love you. We have these kids. You are having other kids outside of these kids.
But it's like... Wait, is the friend?
No.
Wait.
She might... I'm not saying this. I'm just saying it. That's where it's going to go to. At this point, this relationship is irreconcilable.
Yeah, but now as the story unfolds, we're learning more and more facts.
Yes. So now it's the question mark is on Denise.
Yes.
Wait, the kids are not the guy.
No. So the facts are that yes.
Because you thought he was saying
Denise, the mother.
No, it's not the name. The mother's name is Denise.
Yes.
Not that she's the niece.
Oh.
Wow. Tabiso.
No, but you see, he's confused. I'm trying to help him out.
Stuff here.
But this is the fact. So basically, a lot of the headlines are saying that she lost her children, basically.
Yes.
She lost the custody battle.
Yes.
But more facts are coming out.
So there was a court case and then she lost the custody battle.
The articles are so vague on what court case did she lose, because did she go to Johannesburg court? Because the fact remains these children are not South African.
They're from here. They were born
German.
in Germany.
The kids are German, of German descent. So they were born there.
They're classifying it as kidnapping.
Allegedly.
Saying that she took the children and they were supposed to leave and then she decided to stay. And he was like, no, they are not from South Africa. They're not South African. They are German.
Whoa. So guys, so there's a custody battle happening.
Let me fix that.
Okay, here's the fact.
In case you are listening to this story also and you're confused like this guy.
Yes.
So she's fighting to become a primary caregiver of her two daughters.
Mm-hmm.
But a German ex-husband has won the custody battle.
Why?
Because he's the father. I guess they went to court and the court found there's no reason to take these children away from this
Does
group.
the court know that he cheated with the best friend?
That's not a good enough reason.
No, but
it's not a good enough reason.
This is the thing I'm saying. I know the articles that you're reading. I'm saying it. The articles are so confusing because there's more and more facts coming out slowly. We don't know what's actually happening. Did they lose custody? Because the fact remains the children's visas expired allegedly, so they have to go back home.
Okay.
I think if I read this for you, you'll understand.
Yes, they're not from here.
No, this is from an hour ago. Bro.
So
this is the
developing
update that is out there now.
Okay, I want to know where you guys are morally on this, right? Because, no, look, this is a mom who's trying to fight for her kids. Yes. She happens to be here, which is home. This is her home. She went to Germany to live with this man who provided a life for her and the kids. This guy did what he did. He hooked up with her maid of honor, who was her best friend from the age of 15.
Yeah, a friend of 14 years.
Right? And now she's just lost custody of the kids who happen to be German citizens.
So also
now Germany wants to extract its people back to Germany. But is she not the victim in this? So who should the kids go to, in your opinion?
Here's what I reserve myself from. I don't judge human beings. This guy could be an amazing father, right? You can be an amazing father and cheat and be a bad husband or partner, right? It's not mutually exclusive that this guy. So, and if the court is finding him worthy of carrying the children, that means that he is doing something that is. I mean, the court trusts him with the children. This is South Africa.
He's probably a sole provider. That's the thing he's probably doing right.
Also, it's Germany versus South Africa. Obviously, for German judge. Okay,
But what I'm saying is that that one. So as a father, I wouldn't judge him for that. What he did is inexcusable in terms of a relationship between two people. You understand? That one I would never say is a good man or whatever. But right now the situation has happened. We can't be talking about moral, because that means we're just gonna talk in loops. The fact is that this guy has won the custody. So clearly somebody trusts him with the children, meaning that, that's how life goes. Sometimes it's not in your favor. And obviously, I'm not saying I don't empathize with Denise. It's horrible, my sister. I don't think that anybody should go through this. He's a horrible person for letting you go through this. However, I would never judge the person because I don't even know what is going on. We don't know what's the details in the court.
Farieda?
I think sometimes in these cases when you have this kind of emotion and you do these, we don't know the intricacies of her relationship with her husband or ex-husband. This might have been a catalyst for her to act on and be like, I actually can't do this. My kids need to be with me. But when you present it in the court of law, it kind of makes her seem emotionally unstable. And that could be something that they could play forward and be like, she's already going through something. We don't know if we can trust her to be in her full right mind to take care of these kids. It doesn't excuse the fact that he's fighting for ownership of his kids. I feel like as parents, they need to decide. They are now fighting emotionally. He's winning because he's presented well. She's not because she's in desperation of trying to gain everything she can get.
So in your opinion, who should the kids go to?
I think they should be with their mom.
Yes.
I think the kids should be with the mom.
I'm also of that notion. I know everything that's happening. I know presenting case well or what. But guys, at the end of the day, kids should be with their mom. Bro. I know they are refugees.
They're not refugees.
You know, if other refugees can stay, why can't the kids stay? You know, others are staying here. They're not supposed to be here. Mm-hmm. No offense, Jason. But there's hey, no. I'm of the notion that kids should be with their mom. And I think, bro, I don't know, man. Like, I'm an emotional person, bro. This person has been dealt a blow. Yeah. She's been dealt a blow. But on top of being dealt that blow, I must lose my kids. And they must be in another country. Co-parenting is a different story if you live in Midrand and I'm in Fourways. But
when you're country to country.
Go Germany, Kimo South Africa. And the means for me to come to Germany to see my kids is not really great because I'm a South African actor / presenter, and you know that there's no money in that industry at all.
I know,
Poporito, man.
You know what's so tough now about this whole situation? And it's probably not even her fault, bruh. Like, I also believe that children must go to her, must be with the mother. But the fact is that if she lost this court case in Germany, I bet you 100% that judge was probably very biased. He's lived in Germany his whole life.
They spoke to him in German.
Yes, and then obviously it's like, they just hear Africa. They just hear
No.
Yeah, they think the kids are going to be...
It happened here, Johannesburg High Court. It wasn't in Germany. So here's the thing, though. Okay. So he requested the court for sole custody of the children, right? Not to say Denise can't. The only problem is the traveling part because he wants to take them back to Germany. And then he wants to take them back to Germany, basically citing concerns of their well-being and stability in SA, which is not completely incorrect because you did say she's an actress, she's a what? There's not enough money and whatnot. So he goes, since we are not together,
in our industry is sad.
Yes,
people are not paying each other.
Why? So basically, which is also within his rights. He's going, since there's nothing that's keeping me in SA, I want to be back home. But since you can't come with me, I'll take sole custody. Every now and then probably she can make a plan or they can make an arrangement. She can come see them. But the problem is he's German, she's South African. And what brings them together is now a thing that broke down. So the only thing that's there is the children. But now...
It's like the power dynamics for me. Like, let's not, because it's always usually the one with the most money that wins these things, bro. And the thing is, like, when we talk South African actors and actresses and presenters and whatnot, bro, there's not a lot of money in that game, guys. Like, there's that.
And South Africa is a sad place, bro. Like, now they're making us choose between VAT or 350.
Yo.
So it's either business people make the monies.
Yes.
Or we take away money from hungry people.
Yes.
Who can come and eat us.
Yes.
And I'm part of us now.
Just so you know. Guys, they will find those 350s on us. How many people are on the grants right now?
8 million.
Yeah, around 8 million.
So you want to take away 350 a month from 8 million people. Also, what kind of ultimatum is there? It's either I let the dogs loose on you,
or I let him bite you,
or I give you more. but they'll find those 350s on us, bruh.
Poporito, but you see, this is how the world works.
Yeah.
Same thing as the Denise situation, same thing as the thing. There's always going to be a loser.
And a power play.
Or a power play, or something, a dynamic that's going to shift. So, at some point, we have to start making decisions.
Decide 350 or more VAT for us.
Now it's tough. Now it's tough.
Let me speak on behalf of us. No, but I don't know, bro. Like, I obviously don't know much about this the financials of the world and stuff like that.
Do you want to gain more as a business person, or do you want to feed the poor?
It's a tough one.
It's a tough one.
It's a tough. That's a morality.
And I love you. I love your honesty. No, be honest.
It's a tough one. I think I don't want to see more poverty because of what it kind of results into. You know, it affects all of us.
Farieda?
The socio-economic effects.
Okay, Joyce.
I think when you have hungry people who are hungry and angry, you lose. Hungry, angry, poor people will never make sense to me.
I feel like sometimes these things are also, guys, look, when you give someone a grant, they expect something at the end of the month, so they don't do anything.
You see, that's the tough
So
part.
sometimes you got to take the thing away for the person to try to walk by themselves, right? So sometimes those grants are also like us enabling the behavior, because it's like, don't worry, until you land on your feet, don't worry, there's a grant. We'll sort you out. But when you don't have a plan, right? I think the thing that kicked me into gear, I grew up in a time we didn't have a grant. I came to realize at a certain point in my life, I don't know if I was 18 or 19, that I'm on my own. I have to do things by myself. I have no one to depend on. Now when you go, there's a thing there, I feel like it's a little bit of an enablement. And I'm not speaking on behalf of us. I'm just saying that the grants were supposed to be a limited time, but now we're making
it's like a pacifier.
daily bread.
Full time.
But it will never, guys, you must understand one thing, man. We live in a world where there needs to be poor people. It's just the system, bro. It's not me. The fight has always been against the rich versus the poor and growing the working class. But there must be a poor, because who's going to clean the toilets? Who's going to serve you at KFC? Who's going to do all those things so they can continue to pay as little money as possible and keep us all separated with your Afrikaner identity, with your Zulu, with all. Keep them all separated so they can't vote for
Didn't
one
you say
thing.
poor is in our DNA? When?
What?
You said poverty is in our DNA.
Yeah, all of you here.
You can't point at me. I didn't grow up under poverty.
I didn't say you. I said
You said all of you here. And your finger started, you said all of you here. All of you here.
Yeah, I said, look away.
That finger started here and the three were looking back at him.
No. I pointed like this.
Wow.
And I mean, when I go, it's sharp cow fella. And it fell lazy. But you know why I'm saying that? All of us, we were acting. No, we are all products of poverty. Yeah. Whether maybe when you're not poor, Mara, the person who raised you grew up poor. So when you're coming here, when I talk for the poor, we come from poverty here. All these things, all these decisions you're making here, they come from poverty. All these decisions, hey, I want to save my electricity. Poverty.
You're right. Even when you get money, you want to go buy stuff.
Don't forget who you are.
No. Maybe like
Don't
take
forget
3
who you
items
are.
back. It can only be 700.
Yeah.
We've got 100,000 in your account.
Eating meat last.
Why?
Poverty. You come from there.
Drinking juice last.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I just want to close off what I was trying to say. What I was trying to basically say is that billionaires want to keep the system the way it is so that they can have more money. We're playing in a game. It's their game. It's their game that they're playing. For years, generations, companies has run this world, and it's gonna stay like that.
Bro, you call those entrepreneurs Grootman. Get poverty they did. In the club, they buy you alcohol. Grootman. You're giving them your girls, everything, bro. It's poverty.
The girls are being given.
You give them your girls.
The Bruce, they do that. They give them the girls. You understand? I'm telling you now. We are thinking like poverty. You know what it is to not think like poverty people is to say we don't need the government. Let us do something about it as young people. But as soon as somebody's like, you know that thing when we are all together, there's always one guy that goes there and spreads peace to us, the angry people. That guy, whenever he goes there to come and come back to us, he comes back rich. Mandela, number one.
Yeah.
Now Mandela went to the white people, came back and he told us, guys, don't fight. Mari became rich. That nigga's on the money, bro. South Africa, I'm telling you now, will never have a woman on the money. Never. Never in our lives. Euros, they have a queen and stuff like that. South Africa will never see that kind of change. You know why? Because our mentality is poverty.
Yo, but imagine seeing Mama Angie Mucheka on 100
the
rand.
money.
Katal,
Okay. On a 2 rand.
Helen's on 1,000 rand. Because she knows not a lot of us will be carrying her around.
We are not innovative, bro. Someone with a gold tooth on our money. Now to check if it's real, you must do this.
We got a new 25 rand coming out.
25 rand 50.
One note.
25 rand 50. It's for buying bread alone.
Can I have bread?
It's called burrito. Burrito. It's not burrito.
But you know what Tsitsi is saying is actually, that's also the reason why we stay in poverty, is because a lot of people who are meant to change the thing don't change that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what's happening in the world of acting and film and whatnot, right?
Yes.
Guys, our industry is dying a horrible death because actors are no longer being paid what they should be getting paid to make sure they stay active, right? Athletes get paid a lot of money so that you can just focus on being an athlete. You can't have your top goal scorer working at macro. Do you know what I mean? You need him there. You need him training. If we want talented actors and actresses, why?
You said top goal scorer in South Africa. That's goals. That's 20 goals a season. Not even 20. 20 is too much.
But the reason why you have athletes paid well is so that they can focus on being athletes. In South Africa, bro, our actors don't get paid properly. They don't get residuals. They don't get none of those things, right? And what's crazy is what Tsitsi just said now. They triggered that for me in my mind, where I'm like, a lot of these companies, these production companies, are now run by people who used to be actors and actresses. But they're doing the same thing to everyone else.
Oh my
doesn't
God.
change.
It's like that story Dave Chappelle told about the farm, the slave owner who
Animal
then,
farm.
he was black and then he got a farm and then he treated his slaves worse.
No, he was a slave back in the slave times.
Yeah.
He earned his freedom. And then when he earned his freedom, he got a plantation and he bought slaves and became a wealthy businessman. But not because he was a horrible person. It's just what people did at the time. So I feel like the demise of because I got a thingy to do a show the other day. They wanted me to come and act on a show, like do an appearance. And we asked them what the fee was. They proposed a 10,000 rand fee. Now I know this sounds like 3 times what Oscar got paid to appear at La Parada. So 10,000 rand sounds like a decent amount of money, but here's what you got to consider, right? I'm going to get paid 10,000 rand. They need me for a full day, right? And they wanted me to shoot on a Monday, so that means no PNC. So imagine I'm saying, guys, sorry, we can't shoot because I must go fetch 10,000. 10,000, no? Then I must pay agent fees, 20%. Then I must pay the tax man because he needs to pay 350s at the end of the month. Otherwise, they eat us. What did you charge? Yeah. Hey. That's not a schema here, I bought. I'm one of you. I bought
happiness.
I love that guy, bro. I love that guy. Can't put into place how much I love that bro. Plus, we went over 100,000. JZA in Alibo. Okay. Yeah. So you minus that. You minus Sarah's money, 28%. You minus, let's say 25. You minus agent 20%. Now I'm left with 5.5. Right? For like you, what Oscar's owed. I'm left with 5.5. They need me for 12 hours, full day. Divide that amount. I think when I divided, it was 5.2 divided by 12 hours. That's 433 rand an hour. I will never see any money from that show. And this is a show for a big streamer. Big streamer. And this is not like it's a new show they're trying out. This is a show that has been on for years. It's on for the past 5 or 6 years. It's won SAFTAs left, right. It's a big show. Everyone knows it in the country. But that's what I'd like to consider that I'm part of the top 5 biggest comedians in the country. They're offering me.
Brother, you are.
You're in the top 3, my brother.
They're offering me 10K.
I'm in the top 5.
My top. Welcome. What did you do? That's why you are not part of Nduna's of comedy.
We're in our own group. I'm also not in that group. No, I'm joking. Yeah.
So I'd like to consider that. So you're paying to one of the top comedians in the country. You're offering him 10K to come onto this thing.
Yeah.
For the biggest streamer, right? Even if it's for a guest appearance, what are you going to do with that content? You're going to chop it up. You're going to do trailers. You're going to push social media. You're doing all of these things, bro.
Make millions.
For 5 DAO.
Ish.
Bro, it's not even...
For 5 DAO.
Yeah.
If I had to give you the dollar amount for that figure.
Oh, it's crazy. Is
that what they're paying?
It's like OnlyFans. It's like OnlyFans.
Is that what they're paying people, bro?
Yeah.
Bro, this is not the thing. I got a casting yesterday. Bro, they offered 30K, 32K before agent, and they want a usage for a year. A full year of an ad playing for 30 DAO, bro.
You are famous. Everyone knows you. Everyone calls you by the name of the, hey, aren't you Domestos? That was enough for a deposit for rent and 3 months.
Can I tell you?
And it was never like this, bro. Amounts used to be higher.
Yes.
Right now, they're using that mentality of like, there are hungry people out there.
Yeah.
So if you don't, 'cause I can guarantee you now, you're not going to see me in that role, but I got a feeling you might see the person who owes Oscar money. Tabis. So, why Lucinda? I'm a chance.
So, you're right, ne? But I don't think South Africa's problem in terms of actors and performers is solved by more money for a call-out fee or whatever. The biggest issue we're facing is because South African actors are considered as freelancers. And as freelancers, they don't get residuals for rebroadcasting, for all of this.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there's no protection also for actors in this country. There's no industry standard where you go, I can't accept that because the minimum I'm supposed to accept for this is this much. So now, the biggest issue is these companies, these broadcasters, will still go and purchase these licensing rights and commissioning rights for overseas shows. Now, their standards are different that side. If Will Smith did, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and your country wants to purchase that for their broadcast, whatever, they have to pay a certain amount. And whether it's a different amount when you commission, it's a different amount when you license. But the amount they're going to pay, the people they're going to pay to, have an obligation to go pay Will Smith for his contribution in that.
Yes.
Our actors find out hey, do you know they're playing Generations in Jamaica?
Katie was not getting anything.
Nothing.
Starting Generations from season 1.
So ideally,
crazy.
Everything that is rebroadcasted, that plays over again, because there's ad space that they sell, because they get money when they play these things, they're supposed to pay those actors again. Yes. They're supposed to pay those actors for...
At least if that's 5 DAO, I knew it's going to be another 5 DAO next year. It's going to be another 5 DAO. It's fine, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And I know my family always has 5 DAO for the rest.
You know what's the saddest part? And this is something I just want to...
Get off your chest.
The saddest part is that then they leave those actors to kind of be chowed by the public.
Yeah.
So like you see Palesa on Generation, she was complaining about the very same thing. I saw a very sad TikTok, and you read the comment section, and the comment section always kind of tells you what the plight of the thing, maybe not the exact thing, because I've never seen a real angry commenter in life, right? So like, then they let them bite you. Because you send that thing, they're like, yeah, I agree, you're not saving money. And you're like, and this person's like, dude, I do a job just like you, and I've been doing this job for so long, and right now they haven't paid me enough for my job. And now that I am facing the consequences of my job not paying, and now my job is now is now with the influencers and blah blah blah. A government guy is now doing radio. I'm not saying that's wrong, but But you saw the way he started.
That's
he put
a
the
space.
pages there. Right. Point of order. I'm like, no! Bulela, my bro. Take us to an advert. You understand? Play some music or something. You understand? And he's learning. But you're like, this guy is learning at the highest level
Yes.
of any radio person's dream. You understand? Like, this is a big radio station. And then you're like, this is how the world is working. And nobody's doing anything about that.
That's crazy.
Also, because of lack of collective bargaining. If Pop says no to 10,000, they call the next person. The person says, oh, halala, let's rock.
Because they need to pay us.
So we need to have that.
So we need to have a guild, basically.
Yes.
A proper guild where you pay admissions and no one could be robbed, because if you are not in that guild, you are not acting.
Bro, I went to a guild meeting, I went to a guild meeting, and I was sitting in that guild and they were talking about the vision of this guild. And somehow I was like,
They want money.
Yeah, it just felt weird.
Yeah,
But you know,
probably
with comedians, because our industry is so small, right? We sort of killed each other. So we always use each other to call to say, hey, bro, I'm doing this, what corporate? What is that? What? Bro, I've been doing that for years with the Goliaths, with everyone, because there's a structure that we should always follow to know, okay, who's at the highest level? What are they charging? And stay within the what. And don't accept gigs. If I'm saying I want 60 grand for this thing, don't be the guy that undercuts and goes, hey, I'll do it for 9.
Yeah.
I'll do it for 10. Right? Because word gets around because our industry is small. Then we also understand at different levels who does what and what they should be charging. Because what you end up doing is you go and do all these live shows. Live shows have, the live events have big budgets. Companies spend from 1 million to 5 million rand on one live event. Now, because you're trying to chow other orgs, you're coming, I'll do it for 10. Bro, there is budget for us to do those things.
And a lot.
There's a lot of budget. The better we get, the more we charge.
Yes.
And the more we stick together on fees, people know, okay, more or less, Tsitsi's at 100,000, Farieda's 85, Mpho 75. So it becomes about choosing within the range. Huh?
Why am I
How can you top 5? Accept. Why are you here?
I said I'm top 10. We're not top 20.
Hey, Pops, thank you so much for getting off your chest.
I had to get that off my chest, man. We need to do better as a country, man. Otherwise,
story, man.
Otherwise, we're gonna keep seeing these things.
You know,
happen.
I'm seeing those colors on your shirt now. Hey, nalo trauma.
Oh,
We are
Get it off your chest. Lay it to rest. Get it off your chest. We can help you the best. Get it off your chest. You don't have to guess. Here on PNC, we're on the quest to help you relieve that stress.
Get it off your chest.
in sign language. I'm learning sign language. Woo. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Being Boyungosi, Being_Boyungosi. Basically, I wanted to take out of my chest, guys.
Take out.
To cut the long story short and everything is this thing in Yama, the fatherless children and stuff. We also need to look into this aspect to Guti. They are fatherless children because of their mothers. It's not because of the father is not present, but because of Omamako and has her own agenda in regards to, and that leads to Manje Umtana even heading their dead, or because now it feels like it's also becoming this trend with, my father wasn't there. Some people, your father was in there because of your mom made sure your father was in there.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I feel like that part of it is not being touched. It's always like, blame the father. So that's what I wanted to get out of my chest.
That's true.
Yes, fatherless children because of their mothers out there. It's not because of all the fathers babalega or anything like that. We need to look at this thing in a realistic way also. Atanko. Thank you.
Yo, man, statistically, look, yes, a lot of the times fathers do actually run away, right? We know that. That's a very high stat of men abandoning the kids. But it's so weird that we get that voice note and it speaks to what we're talking about with the Denise situation, right? Is that it's not that this guy doesn't want to be a present father. In fact, he's fighting for custody of his kids. But as a society, we live in a world where we believe mom is best suited for the early development of a child.
Yeah.
So Denise is also trying to get her kids to stay with her here so she can raise them here because this is her home. This guy's home is Jeremana. You understand? So I don't know. And also think about what he's done to her. Obviously, she's not going to be a fan of him. And depending on what type of person she is, she might make her kids grow up like that, or she can take the route that my mom took, where she didn't paint my father in any bad light or whatever. She just raised me and allowed me to maintain the hero complex that my father had.
Do you think that maybe Denise wanted shared custody? Do you think maybe that's what she wants? But now she can't
possible.
get that?
I think that's something she may have even considered. Considering what's going on, she's probably just like, I don't want you to not have your kids in your life, but let's work in a way that makes it affordable for me to see the kids as well.
And for you.
Because she's not getting paid. She's not making enough money to be flying to Germany every 2 months to see her children.
Yeah.
She doesn't have that. She's not
How do we
afforded
know
that.
she does not have money?
Because you can already tell that at this point, Denise, no. No.
There's traits, but someone works there already.
We just spoke about the plight of someone who's in the entertainment industry. She's a mom. She's got 2 kids. Yes, she was married. Her marriage was her stability. Now that marriage has been dispersed by cheating, it's emotion involved. It's like, no, actually, I want my kids with me. Now you're fighting an emotional battle as opposed to a parental
and
battle.
you can't blame a dog. If she's disgruntled, she's disgruntled.
She's allowed to be.
She was hurt.
Also, doesn't she get half of his... wasn't she married to him?
We don't know the terms of their divorce.
We don't know the terms of their divorce. We don't know if she got a settlement. We don't know if there's prenup.
We don't know any of that stuff.
But you can understand, also given her situation, we just know Denise because, she's well-known and whatnot. But let's say it's just a random, normal person. Imagine someone cheats on you with your best friend. Imagine finding out you've been cheated on with your best friend and you live in a foreign country where they speak a foreign language.
You feel alone.
With the best friend.
Then you must get kicked out and you must go back home. Yes. This person made you quit your job. You were top at your career. This person made you leave everything because they promised you a life. Took you to another country and did you dirty. Now you are back home. Now that person is trying to take the only thing you have.
Oh my God.
Bro, put Denise aside. Let's put that on a normal person. To this guy's voice note. Sometimes you can't blame people for acting out like that, bro.
Yep.
Yes, I want to take you away from that monster.
Also, court is not free. She's been going to court, as we have been told.
With euros.
And trust me, I know you can't go to court and say, I'll represent myself.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this one because I'm also a victim of
tag and war.
I think so. I don't know the story because my dad passed away and my mom. She doesn't want to talk. She doesn't want to talk.
Go to the grave.
Whenever
put name.
Go with the Tallassmo comes out. Why was under my chair?
With a burger.
With gold. And then you look at the picture. Why is it not in the middle? No, whatever. I'm just making fun of a situation, but I you know what? I think that fathers deserve. And now that I'm a father myself, I feel like I would love to have the opportunity to be in my child's life, regardless of the
how you feel
state of my relationship, regardless of
my financial
situation. Yes.
Yeah.
And your financial situation.
Last thought on this, just to close it off. Oh, guys, always put the child in the center. Put the child first, guys. You set your feelings aside. Always put the child first. Don't use the child as a bargaining chip, a bargaining tool. Let's always think about what's best for the child, and let's allow that to happen. Next voice note.
Hi, PNC.
Hi.
I would like to remain anonymous.
Do it,
so
girl.
Basically, what had happened was I went to my friend's 18th birthday party. It was a pool party. So we were having a blast. Everything was okay. The weather was nice. Everything sharp, on point. So we were having a blast. I wait way too much. And then I had to go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom. As I proceeded to go to the bathroom, I made a picture of the whole family, including the dogs and their pets. So I proceeded to go to the bathroom to take a number 2. I took my number 2, and as I was trying to flush, it didn't want to flush. I started to panic, and I took the poop and smashed it on the wall. And then I went to my friend and told her that the dog had pooped on the floor, only to find out that the dog had passed away 2 years ago.
Oh my!
So I'm really embarrassed about this story. I haven't really told anyone about the story. And me and this person stopped being friends. And I really miss her so much. So I really don't know what to do because I want this person back in my life. But I don't know how to apologize.
Ausi. Usile masepa on the wall. Wabasiele masepa maka. The dog has been dead. You said the dog shat on the wall. Are you telling me the dog said do it?
Count the fingerprints.
Cover this up.
Yeah, no. I think she meant floor, man. She put the
she said she put it on the wall.
She said wall. She didn't say floor.
So I think maybe it's like in the corner. She put it in the
human feces.
I feel like also we're jumping the gun here a bit. How did you get the thing out?
She grabbed it.
So you had time to...
Bruh.
No, so here's where she went wrong.
Just so.
There's a big difference between, even if the dog was alive, she would have been caught. Because what people don't realize who are not pet owners.
Human feces.
Like us. Human feces and dog feces.
Not
They're very different.
They'll never be the
Very different.
Droll,
Texture,
droll.
color, smell. You can tell if a human has gone here or if it's the dogs. You understand that?
You can see a heavy starch diet.
but also, this is pap here. This is some residual pap here. Yes, says them one who go labo. You know, like
sometimes you see a mealy in there, a kernel just unchewed. You're like, whoa.
There's always that mealy that survives the teeth.
It survives,
and then it comes out. And it's a girl, bro. Nah, bro. So no.
Wow,
so sis.
Yeah.
But nice. Thank you for getting off your chest.
Well, she got it off somewhere else. But that happened to me as a kid, bro. When growing up, when I was still living in Fosloras, when we were still a family, one of my friends pooed in our yard. He took a dump in our yard during the day while we were playing.
No, man, Kibuloi, that is witchcraft.
He took a dump there and we laughed because we were kids. We thought it was funny. Then my mom caught wind of it and my mother was like, no. She gave him a paper towel and said, take your cock home. So as kids, we saw this guy pick up his own cock and it was a long one, dog. It came out the sides of the toilet paper like, like a horse roll. He did one. So as he's walking out of my yard, all the kids are following him. Other kids are like, when's and he's like, Smiso Petty Kaka. So then, kids, they start chanting it. Smiso Petty Kaka. Smiso Petty Kaka. Bro, that guy walked all the way to his house with the cock and threw it in the dustbin. Back then, we didn't have the plastic dustbins. We had those silver ones with the lid.
I remember those ones.
The one from WWE.
Yeah.
Yes.
Next voice note.
Hey, what's up? Better get it off your chest. Okay, what I want to get off my chest is...
Salute.
Yeah, that's my boyfriend, by the way.
Boyfriend, dude.
Hey, boyfriend.
I'm currently dating someone that is married.
How?
And I don't know how to get this thing off my chest, but it's obvious. It's since
Bro had no idea.
Yeah, nothing.
I'm trying my best.
Hey, Tsitsi, e re ba khone o mamela shago motho o ka rolla o na le ntwe e leng gore wa illela ene Farieda mutipeng sharp Thabiso ai mona mutipeng sharp motho one a ke tsebe ke o lla ka eng da ideng ile ai chambre come on board,
so
man.
How do you get off things? Already married, and then you wanna talk when you're going to more chasing how wins having it over you. I obviously have a lot to say about that, but then I can't talk about it right now. It's gonna be on FM, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
On FM.
Podcasty.
Yeah, it's gonna be online, right? So I can't say a lot of things. It's currently having fun.
Currently?
No.
He's currently
Having fun?
No, cancel this.
Sending it.
Sending it. Did you say? I don't know if I should send it.
Yeah, sending it.
Guys,
What is going
you
on?
heard that voice note. Those two sound happy. They're finishing each other's sentences, you understand?
They're joking.
That guy doesn't do that with his wife. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
His wife is boring.
Ish.
He doesn't send voice notes with his wife.
His wife, no.
I think maybe that bro is also just, he's
happy.
You
bro.
can be with multiple people. I know the Muslims do it all the time.
Yeah.
You can
But
be with
everybody
multiple women if the wife
knows.
agrees,
Yes.
right? So basically, I can see, bro, why is it that you can have different friends that fulfill different needs in your life? Like you go to a friend that does this for you. You go to a friend that makes you feel like this. Why is love the only type of relationship that must be monogamous?
Take it away, Farieda.
Oh, Farieda.
I think I'm not thinking.
Thoughts are coming from back in the head, and that's fine. From under the mandula.
Mandula.
Mandula Oploga.
I can't trust anyone who says mandula.
It's because it's big. Like a normal medulla calls hers a grotman. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Farieda, carry on.
Farieda, yo.
The concept of marriage is under a covenant between two people and God.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is where monogamy comes from.
We wrote that.
That is fair and fine. But people want to honor that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're making a covenant between your man and yourself and God, and you've brought in a third person, it's breaking the covenant.
Yes.
It's breaking the ideal covenant of two people coming together to consummate their love. You've brought Mpho from out there. Mpho has no etiquette for relationships. He's just coming, bastardize everything. We don't know.
No. It's us. It's us.
We don't know.
Because we won the
So
race.
it does require monogamy if it is tailored to your relationship. If me and my man are saying we are only going to be together, this is what I should be faithful to. If he says, listen, I'm going to marry you, but the chances of us being just the two of us might be slight. Are you open to us adding people? That's a conversation.
Yes, it is a conversation. People already say like it's easier basically to not lie and just tell your wife and say, look here, I'm going to go find her.
Guys, we like to act like life is a planned thing. Life is not planned. You and your wife are happy. Then you find happiness. Again.
No, it's bliss.
In another.
Yes.
Next thing you know.
I was looking where you are looking to.
Happiness. Because you are happy, yeah, when you are looking.
But happiness is
then you look there. Then you find other happiness.
But that's what I'm saying.
But here's the thing is, it's like you're saying it now, it's nice to be constructive and say, hey, listen, we're going to be together, but should the instance come and then, but you don't plan that. When you make that bond with your person, you go, I promise, it's an actual promise. But somewhere along the line, like Tsitsi said, this guy sounds happy. This guy didn't plan that in the next 4 years, I'm going to meet a cheese baby who is in a different place in life and things are going to be so nice and whatever. And don't forget, guys, a lot of the times when people step out, it's because the thing they're experiencing is new, right? You can't hide that all relationships are old. The moment you start a relationship, it ages, right? By the time you are happily married for 10 years, you meet someone who's fresh. fresh looking, fresh thinking, fresh every fresh.
I don't even think
things,
that guy.
Gravity hasn't come into place. Do you understand? Now you are enjoying fresh conversation. Someone laughs at your stories because they're hearing them for the first time. Why are you always this funny? No, they don't like my jokes where I go every day.
Yeah, bro. Like, I don't think this guy and his wife watched the PNC.
No. He watches it
So
with
now I
that.
support
Do you know what
this
it's like to
relationship.
have someone to watch PNC with? Because at home you watch it by yourself.
But,
You have to convince them, we've got Malinga today. Malinga tomorrow.
Who said, who's Malinga? I want to go and talk with the girls.
So look, man, like, I don't know what advice we have for the sister, because it's not the guy we're talking from a guy's perspective for the guy. It's the lady who asked for the chest advice.
What was her question again?
What do you do in this situation when you're dating a
Married person.
A married person.
What is the situation?
I'm in love with a married person. What do I do?
Yeah, so she also said he's having fun now. Oh, we're having fun. But I think she wants to be at a place where she can express this love. That
She wants to tell the world, because that's what love does. At first, you choncha each other, because there was a thing that said, what is the best kind of twiki? And it's like, after a fight, what? And one of the things was to choncha.
Yeah.
So right now, they choncha at each other, things are exciting. Now she's at the point where she wants to tell the world,
she wants to sing this.
But he's married.
Yeah, you see, when it's like walking into, when it's like having a house that didn't have a gate. You can just walk in freely. It's nice. The gate requires you to open it, unlock the lock. These are the terms and conditions of dating a married man. There are things you are not going to be able to do, and you have to be okay with it. You will have your happiness, but you know you can't be, my man, way. Because you'll get shut down. So be okay with where you are. And love that person if you want to love him and continue loving him. But know that it ends some way.
You'll never get the full bouquet.
It ends some way. It ends some way. So live in your happiness and be happy with your person, knowing very well he's married. I can't tell people, oh, I'm in love. You must keep your happiness contained within your little bubble.
That is so true.
Your Dakota only gets
so she's actually being out of line.
Yes,
by asking for that.
You can't ask for privileges in something you know you think you are doing wrong.
You want people.
She thinks she's doing something wrong. That's why she's asking the question, can I? If you didn't feel like it was wrong, it wouldn't be a question.
Yeah.
You wouldn't need advice on what to do because this is right, it's okay, I'm in love, I'm allowed to. But you know the boundaries you've crossed. Therefore, you are cautious. Therefore, you know you can't do that.
You will always be number two.
You want
and also another thing is not going to end happy.
It's not. It's never going to end happy. Someone's going to cry.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to cry.
Excuse me.
One last one before
Tapsa.
Why do you guys say it will never end happy? You don't know. It could end up happy, this thing.
Okay.
Chances are
it could end up happy.
It's like Gene Hackman and his wife.
Gene Hackman.
The actor who died in...
Killed.
Man. Not Gene Hackman. Sorry, not Gene Hackman. It's Gene Hackman.
Yeah, Gene Hackman.
You guys are
He's thinking about
confusing Hugh Jackman.
Yes. Sorry.
Gene Hackman had an Asian wife. They both died, and the dog, during mysterious death. It's been in the news the last couple of weeks. Same thing with him. He met her while he was with the wife. I'm speculating allegedly. And then things didn't work out with the wife. And then she was a side who then ended up being a wife for 35 years until they were both brutally murdered. Not saying it was the original wife. I don't think anyone can hold a 35-year grudge.
On that note, let's get the next voice.
Hey, Hazard Oaks.
Hazard.
To the team, man, from Mhlongo, Mateo to Travis Mhlongo, man. To Chandra, not from Vake, to Tsitsi Chiumya, the barbaric, to Badlumunyam, Spong,
That's so rude.
Farieda. To Pop-Ups, Modikoane.
Oh, wow.
My dogs.
Hope you guys are good.
I'm the only one who
liking
had
the
such a...
show. Loving it. All night together. Nali Gutabala. My ex has my child. But only me and my ex know.
Are you
that's
German?
My child. The ex is raising the child with her current boyfriend, and they're happy. The guy thinks the child is his. Everything's good. I've been thinking about bringing it up and sorting things out, but I fear that I'm in no financial position. I'm in no. Angikho sesimeni esikahle to raise leya. So what do I do, man? Because do I fix my life and then go collect my child, or do I just collect the child and figure it out? Because I've been so from a stable thing that's going on for her. I mean, the guy's good. So I'm bringing up and Susa from all of that luxury. So I'm later up to sang things without a stable job as yet. Yeah, also. What do I do, guys? What do I do? Do I make my child live soft while I grind, and then when I'm good, I go fetch her?
It's a tough one.
What do I do?
Chimeric, let's go.
It takes a community to raise a child.
A village
to raise a
community.
child. And this is what it means. Let the community raise the child.
But community is not the father of the child.
No, but for now.
While he gets his life together.
Don't want to raise another poverty-stricken child. You know what I'm saying? So I think, I honestly believe that he should let the child be where the child is for now. And another thing, just so you know, you heard the voice note, that guy is clearly a Zulu.
Yes.
And there you go.
Can I ask, how does he know that it's his child? He just knows.
He knows
She told him,
they fornicated.
Okay, so if he knows that it's his child, I think that I kind of agree with Tsitsi. He should take this opportunity to work on his life and just get himself right. And then he should go there as soon as he can. Because if he goes there now, right now, this is just my opinion. If he goes there right now, he's going to break them up, and then she's going to demand money from him, and he's in no position to do anything.
Hey, what's yours is yours. What's yours is yours. You must collect what is yours. I understand the gimmick. Guy's life is short. What if something happens to him? What if something happens to the child? You know, what if you never get to learn the truth? What's yours is yours, bro. Our parents raised us with nothing, bro. So I think, and the biggest motivation is a hungry mouth to feed. Animals wake up every day without a plan. There's no grocery shop for animals. When they wake up, there's 6 months going, chap, 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 chap. That thing must go look.
But
find food. No. Guys, what's yours is yours. Like me, dog, if I find out I have a child, I don't care how much money I have or don't have. That child is mine. Must come home.
But you can't compare animals to people, bro. They don't have a banking system.
No, I know, but what I'm basically trying to say is you can make a plan, bro. If an animal that wakes up with no plan can make a plan, who are you? The smartest creature who is anointed and has been afforded the righteousness of the good Lord Jesus Christ.
That makes sense.
Jesus, sorry.
I am not him.
Mohammed.
Thank you.
Sorry, Farieda.
Aladdin.
Aladdin. That's not a...
That is just racist.
Racist? Oh. I'm so sorry.
Aladdin is Pakistani.
Here's a possible solution.
Is it not?
Oh, just because he sells carpets.
He's not Muslim. You said he's Muslim.
No, I said Pakistani. No, he's Iranian.
Iranian.
Iran.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I like that he's aware that he knows what the repercussions would be if he were to take the child now and what it would mean if he were to wait. I think this man just needs to decide what he wants to do. He needs to decide, what am I willing to do?
That's what he's asking you for.
No, I can't answer that for you, Papa. You did this and you had the kids. Now you don't have this to get the kids. And there, she's living nice with the boyfriend and the kid. You, as the father, must decide what am I trying to do? What am I trying to achieve here? Do I want to be in this child's life and just let them know, hey, I'm your dad? Or am I going to say, hey, I'm your dad, now I want you here? Or I'm going to say, hey, I'm your dad, let's co-parent. You need to decide.
I just thought of another option. he can wait for the child to go to private school, and during break, while they're playing on the field, he can rock up to the fence and say, "Psst." Njabulo, ubabakho. This stays between us, ever. Let me just go get the jobs. All right, father.
No, bro.
And then he goes back to ranking.
No, but also, maybe my thing is for the child, bro. The child is eating nice food where the child is.
My thing is, he acknowledges that where the child is, it's a good environment for the child to be in because this person can
that
provide.
child is eating nice food that's not from his father.
But his father
here's my thing. I am for the war.
He's eating fake good food.
I am for the war of against Burger King unpresent fathers.
Against
this child has.
You just against poverty. Tsitsi.
I'm against
poverty. Is the reason why a lot of us are successful today.
But the thing is,
a lot of these ones that grew up nice are not successful.
Poporito.
A lot of these trust fund kids are useless.
Poporito.
Us poverties, we build businesses. We need more poverties to look after the future poverties and the ones who are going to fall into poverty because they were too privileged.
You see, that mentality comes from poverty. That mentality, poverty. You're proud of yourself. Yeah, I made this 100 rand myself. No, bro, really, you are supposed to have that. You're supposed to.
There's a very weird human thing that we do, ne? Whenever we encounter these situations where people just decide to avoid the truth because they think they have only one or the other option.
Yeah.
Man, you can still look for a job and hustle, but there's still an opportunity here to be a man and go speak to the other bror.
That's what I'm saying.
Mano imano. Bro, don't even involve the baby mama.
Yes.
Take the other bror, take him drinking, then break it down for him. This is happening.
And wait for him to be drunk first.
I am not ready to be present now, but this can be your decision because you are there, you're doing everything right. If you want, I'll show up every now and then. If you don't need me, it's fine. We'll wait for the child to make their own decision. But because now it's a very small truth right now compared to what it'll be when the child is 18. When you have to tell another man that for 18 years I knew and I let you raise my child. Then I don't even want to talk to you. Don't even come back here.
Because I can take you to court and demand my money back.
You see, now it's a bigger problem.
Is it? Yeah, bro. That's scamming, bro.
You scammed me. You scammed me.
Knowingly.
You made me pay for those foods that are nice for a child who's not mine.
No, but you knew.
I know, but I'm saying I didn't know that you could go back and be like, I want my money.
You can, because you can.
Go and claim.
You can readily provide evidence.
I like Thabiso's approach because, you know, guys, at a certain point, like, look, man, because you have to ask yourself this question. Imagine finding out 5 years from now that your child is not your child, but you've raised them. Like you have a bond. Bruh, I know blood, but bruh, at a certain point, you're my child. Whether there's blood involved or not, I changed your diapers, I took you to school, I watched you walk, I taught you how to speak. You are my child, bruh. Yeah. You are my... What do you do in that situation when you find out a child is not yours? Would you just randomly leave? Would you? Because that happened to Black Panther. Atandwa.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he found... So I don't know... we don't know...
Black Panther's father.
Black Panther's father.
Yes.
So we don't know if he still has a relationship with the kids or not. We don't know. But he found out the kids that he raised were not his. So I'm asking you guys in that situation, Farieda, what do? You find out the child is not yours?
I'd fill in the gap.
Oh, sorry.
I'd fill in the gap. I'd fill in the gap.
We see what you are doing there. We are ignoring it purposefully.
Okay, because it depends. Because the spanner must sing.
Because on the line.
Hey, I work there as well, so you know I don't know what this joke is about.
What do I keep saying?
Cash content.
So what do you do in that situation? You find out an 8-year-old is not yours. You've raised them for 8 years.
8-year-old.
Remember, I come from a stepfather situation.
But he knows you're not the child.
No, all this. So I'm very empathetic towards stepfathers. I carry my stepdad's surname, right? My surname should be Masipa, right?
Every time you say it, they do this.
Sorry, please repeat that
That's the
again.
one there. Masipa, not Masepa. Masepa is with the I. Masipa. It's a very proud petty surname, right? I'm a Muchilela, you understand? But I carry my stepdad's surname because he's the only father I know. You understand? Not that I don't know any of these things. So I know that even with a stepfather, you can have a very quality upraising, a very present father.
You're taking it from the perspective of the child. I'm asking you now.
If I found out.
If you found out that a child you've been raising is not...
I would carry on raising it, bro.
Okay, sharp. I like that. Chandre?
How old? 8 years old.
Yeah. Do you carry on or like...
It depends on the relationship with the mother. If I am in good standing...
The mother is obviously a spur because she didn't tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No, I'm there. I hate to say it, but I'll be out, bro. I'm bouncing.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Because ultimately, and that's what I'm saying is that this guy does have the right to then come back and say, bruh, you made me wear a bunch.
And you knew.
And you knew. I spent, dog, it takes 3 million rand to raise a child from 0 to 18.
Depending where they are growing up.
Yeah, obviously.
The demographic is everything.
Yeah. You owe me 3 baht, dog. But yeah,
it's like
I don't know, man. I'm a firm believer of falling in love. And me, if I fall in love, I'm in love, bro. If I find out 6 years later it's not...
Still be in love.
I'll still be in love, bro.
With a person who lied to you
a child is a child. They're innocent in this thing. Yeah, bro. My biggest thing will be, how do I tell this person and when do I tell them? But even when I tell them, I need to let them know it changes nothing. Even if it's clear from the onset, hey, this person is very light and their hair's curly. I'll wait for the day they ask, Dad, why do I look like this?
Yeah, but you see, those choices are not yours because if you're going to be heartbroken with the mother lying to you, right? So your relationship might not make it.
A relationship with the child.
I understand, but she's going to move on, bro. She's going to find someone else. Things are going to happen. All you're going to do in that child's life is confuse him.
No. Tell the child the truth.
Yes, the child must know who his real father is.
We're still all right. If you ever need
but this
anything,
is your real dad.
If you ever really need anything,
you and I are friends.
I have got you.
You know me, father. Don't tell the other guy.
Also,
all right,
your mother did this.
I think this one, let's resolve it going forward because this is one of those things that is going to be recurring and recurring.
Yes.
There's a lot of guys out there holding bunches and you don't want to mess it up for them, you know?
Yes.
Some of these children,
guys love kids for who they are.
Yeah,
if you are father, stepfather, punch father, new father, a father of a girl you are starting to see while you are married, you are the father. My brother, from previous voice note, if she has a child, you are that child's father. Even if it's only for 2 minutes, you are that father. Guys, fathers, just father, dog. Yeah, don't worry about the parameters of fathering. We live in a mess because we lack fathers. We need fathers. We need leaders. Yeah. We need leaders in homes. Just father, man.
More fathers.
Father. Whether it's yours or not, father.
More father.
I agree with you, bro.
All right.
Yeah. More father.
I mean, not yes. I mean, yeah. I think that's it. I'm looking at the guy who's been shouting at us for the past 30 minutes to stop this show. Well, from us, cheese babies, we end on that note because the reason why it's important to be a father is because we don't know when it happens, but it happens to us. At some point in your life, you become a father. And today we celebrate Matthew, who has become a father.
Well done, man.
A white hero.
Refugee.
Welcome, Africa.
Come through, Mateo.
Come through, Mateo. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day for you. Matthew, my brother, from one father to another, welcome. First question, is it yours?
Most definitely.
All right. So, judging by the colors of this gender reveal that we did for you, it's a boy! Have you decided on a name? Because I've got some suggestions.
Wow.
Definitely not gifted.
Mpho is a great name. You
For
need
you,
another.
yes.
Oh, what? Matthew.
Mason, Aries, Sham.
Aries.
His
Like
star
the
sign
god
is
of
the
war.
Aries.
Did you marry a Chakrahan?
I married a Greek.
You married a Greek.
I married a Greek.
There's so many places my mind is going, but this is a family show.
Wow.
Kinda.
Well, it is now because we're adding to it.
Anyway, congratulations. Happy
Thanks.
Father's Day to
Thanks, guys. I
Matthew.
really appreciate
Pops, can you please sign us out?
All right. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, all of us on the show are having kids except one. That's it from us. This has been a great show. As we say here in the land of PNC, look after each other, look after yourselves, and be like Matthew. Be a present father, even though it's been one day. Bagiti, we'll see you guys same time, same place next week, Wednesday, 3 o'clock, 10 past 4, the hour. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Yo, sit back, Pops. Farieda, please sit back. I forgot to tell you guys. Tsitsi, take a seat. Guys, Paradise Season 2 is coming out 2026.
Hey! So next year we get a new season.
Next year we get a new season.
Savior, my savior. Savior, my savior. But will it still be 49 rand? We're not sure.
So get it now.
Just get it now.
Just get it now so you have it, and in 3 months covered, and then we'll see what Disney does for us later on. But I know, but I know that Disney always has surprises for us, so we'll see.
I feel like the president's son is going to do something in season 2. That's going to change the game.
There's so much.
Okay.
I can't wait. Okay, let's go.
She's
Let's go.
baby.
Let's go.
Okay,
Let's
yeah,
go.
we're done.
Okay.
Next year. It's on like roll on.
Yes.
Now my Uber is outside.